is with you. Thank you so much once again for joining. Sir, over to you.
Good morning to all of you. It's very nice to see some of my old friends. I recognize many of them. Uh, Happy to be here. Unfortunately, I have to leave in some time because something came up. But I'll be with you for about 15-20 minutes. As all of you are aware, in December 2024, India became the first country globally to introduce a formal green steel taxonomy. And this was anchored in its first net 2070 commitment. I must say that the steel ministry must be hugely complimented for achieving this at a time where the other countries were lagging far behind. Later on, Dr. Bodhankar will take you through the taxonomy and what it means and with the different ratings. But we are indeed very, very proud that AMNS has become the first integrated steel plant to be certified under the Government of India Green Steel Taxonomy. It has earned a 4-star rating for HR coils and sheets, and it has received a 3-star rating for CR coils and sheets. Indeed, a very proud moment for us, and not only for us, for the country as a whole. The future of the steel is low carbon, renewable power, and we are, as all of you are aware, we are transitioning into renewable energy as a source of power, and at the same time maintaining economic, being competitive economically as well. So we have achieved two milestones. One is the achieving the 4 rating in green steel taxonomy, but not sacrificing too much by way being what a lot of European nations faces. They become they do not become competitive once they achieve the green steel norms. But in our case, we have managed to balance both. We have achieved the green steel 4-star rating without losing the competitive edge on by way of our cost of production. The National Institute of Secondary Steel Technology, NISST, under Ministry of Steel, is the designated nodal agency for issuing the green steel certificates and the star ratings in India, and we have received that certificate from NISST. Anything else you want to add, Ranjan?
No, it's okay, sir. I think you covered everything. If there are any questions, we can ask.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. As Mr. Oommen said that Mr. Oommen is a bit stretched for time. Something very urgent that was unplanned has come up, so Mr. Oommen will have to leave in the next couple of minutes. But Mr. Ranjan Dhar and Dr. Bodhankar are here. We are very happy to take all the questions that you may have. Yeah, I already see the first hand going up. That's Ishita. Hi, Ishita, over to you.
Hi. Just wanted to ask, Mr. Oommen, you mentioned that the cost of production hasn't gone up. So, but does it mean that, it's going to be priced at the same level as your normal HR coil? Or, I mean, would customers be willing to pay more for this four-star rating? And who would be your target customers?
See, the point is that the we have a natural edge in this technology, in the sense that we already have 16 to 65% of our production capacity is based on natural gas, which is the DRI technology. So we just ensure that we become more energy efficient. We introduce some steps to make it, to streamline the emission, and therefore there is no significant impact on our bottom line in this production. But obviously, there is a lot of effort that has gone in, and I mean, we are not discussing the commercial part now. We will have a look at it later. We have done this was primarily driven by the initiative to develop this green steel in India, which was the country's focus, and we wanted to lead this initiative.
So, Ishita, to add to what Mr. Oommen has just said, is that a lot of customers today, there are two parts to our green initiative. One part is for commercial reasons, that is enabling the customers in India who are in exporters. Apart from us exporting directly, even the customers who are exporting, for example, auto component makers or yellow goods and all that. So enabling them with green steel solutions, so they are able to be competitive in the global market. And apart from that, I think more important, which is very, very important for us and AMNS, is that naturally all of us need to take measures to become greener for the environment's sake. So one is a commercial, one is for environment. So I think this initiative, as rightly put by Mr. Oommen, is from our own initiative to be more environmentally conscious and how to reduce the carbon footprint continuously. Since 2015 itself, we have done a lot of improvement. And this natural shift that we are doing will enable a lot of customers, export-oriented customers, or even domestic customers. We are engaging with a lot of customers in the automotive space or otherwise in yellow goods and all that. They have been inquiring that what are you doing, being a global company in India, to make the steel greener so that they are enabled in a global market. And now what will be the premium on that will be determined in our discussions with them. What are the premiums they will get when they are exporting, and we will be collaborating with them and see. So those numbers are not frozen as yet.
And Ishita, maybe we have said this earlier as well, to demonstrate the amount of effort that has gone in. Since 2015, we have reduced the emission rate by almost 35%, which means that we have been constantly at it.
Mhm.
Exactly.
Thank you so much. Thanks, Ishita. We'll move to the next question.
I'm sorry, I'll take leave. I don't mean to be rude, but we will catch up sometime else. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank
We are continuing the session. As I said, Mr. Dhar and Mr. Bodhankar are here. So, Suresh, over to you, please.
Yeah, just wanted to understand, you said you have started investing from 2015 itself, you started preparing for this. So do you have any numbers on investment gone into this, preparation?
Okay, let me get the question.
Are there any numbers of investments that we would have put in this initiative since we've been investing in this initiative or doing green overall since 2015?
So, Mr. Bodhankar can say, but I don't think we have a number ready to share today. But yes, a lot of investments have gone there. What is the exact number? Probably later on we can share that, but today we are not ready with those specific numbers. Why we are not ready? Just to be clear, that we are investing in Hazira, big capex, massive capex of over 60,000 crore, which is happening. Now to slice it in what is happening for the green and all that is the number we have not worked out yet. But when we are ready, we will share those.
Thank you.
Yeah, just want to understand, the entire production will be green steel or only the part of
Entire CR and entire HR will be is certified as a green steel. So
how
we
much
have
would be?
HR, we have HR, CR, we have coated lines. So right now, coated products are not included into it. But the primary steel, what we call it as HR and CR, they have been certified as a green steel.
Look
How
at
much
it like
that would
the
be?
initiation of a journey.
That will be, it all depends upon, we have to pay 2 rupees per ton fee to government for getting that. And as much quantity, it will depend upon the customers, how much market size is there. Based on that, we'll pay the fee to government and we'll get that a lot of product as a green steel. But by process itself, it has been certified as a green steel.
But I should say that in our engagement with the customer, the excitement level in the customer is very high. In receiving this green steel, they were waiting for us for the certification to happen. But I think excitement level is high. We have to see that it translates into the real supplies to the customer, which I'm sure it will both on the government side and also on the private side.
Thanks,
you.
thanks.
Thanks, Suresh. Pratyush? Pratyush, could you unmute yourself and ask your question?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I have three questions. First, that you are saying it is green steel. So what is the source of this RE, renewable energy? Is it what form of renewable energy you are using for the same? And second question is about the government is pushing nuclear for industries these days. So what is your view on the same? For the green production and the green manufacturing. And the third is as you were talking about the green steel, we also know that the Europe has imposed CBAM, and it has an impact on a massive impact on the Indian steel industry. So how do you assess it from today's initiative? So yeah, if you can tell us. Thanks.
Okay, so Pratyush, there's a bit of a noise behind you. We'll try to decipher what you asked. The first question you asked is, what is the source of the green energy that we are using in our steel production? Is that correct?
Yes, correct.
Okay, so we'll take it one at a time. So, yeah.
So, source of green energy, one is that how we make our steel green. So there are three components involved into it. The first is the fuel part, second is the electricity part. Now, and the third one is the charge mix part. So let's talk about first the source of electricity. So almost 31% of our grid electricity we have now. Overall electricity is now renewable energy. So that is one thing which is contributing. The second one is fuel. So as Mr. Oommen had already said, we are using a transition fuel, which is the natural gas, which we are using as against our competitors who are primarily coal based. So that itself has a lower CO2 footprint as compared to coal. And the third one is on the charge mix side. So we have also increased our scrap percentage into the overall charge mix. So all these three things are contributing to making our steel green.
Pratyush, the second part of your question was pertaining to something about the government. Sorry, could not understand that.
Yeah, that is. Sorry. So basically, government is pushing nuclear as an alternative for the thermal and other energy sources for the industry. So what is your view on the same? Can nuclear be an option for the steel industry to become more greener? And the third question is about the CBAM, and how do you see because you are moving to the green, as you have said, your production is you are doing on that green steel line. So CBAM, like how do you see its implication from the CBAM?
So nuclear is very premature state at the national stage. While conceptually it's okay, but I don't know whether as an industry we can install a nuclear plant in our this thing. That's not very clear at this point of time. So I won't be able to comment much on that. As far as CBAM is concerned, whether it is CBAM, green steel, all those frameworks or taxonomies are directed more for a low carbon steel production. And green steel is also a low carbon steel production. So eventually it will help us. That's what we think. While the
For the same,
mechanism, go ahead.
is there any projections
Pratyush,
that
you were saying
how?
something.
Yeah, so basically, is there any projection how it is going to help you in the European market?
Are you asking how CBAM is going to help us with this
No, no,
green steel?
because this how this green steel initiative is going to help your company in the European market, given the CBAM context.
Okay. How the company, how will the green steel certification help us and our customers in the European market, given the
Yeah,
CBAM?
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, if
Got
there
it.
is any number or kind of a projections that you have in your
So for that, CBAM and green steel both are different frameworks. Green steel is more of a India specific, and the government's initiative is to stimulate production of green steel in India. That's why government has introduced them for the public procurement purpose. CBAM is something which when we export to European country, it is there. Both are different framework, different methods of calculating that. But as I said, if all both are directed towards low carbon steel, so eventually this will help. Whether directly green steel will be accepted by CBAM or not, that's the question. I think European consumers will have to answer that.
But just to add to what Arvind said, is that in the India green steel certification also, the emission is calculated and certified. When you are a low emission emitting steel company, it also helps in the CBAM calculations.
Right. Okay. Thank you. Thanks, Pratyush. Sheila Ditya, over to you for your question. Sheila Ditya, could you mute yourself and ask your question?
Yeah, hi, am I audible?
Yeah.
Yeah, hi. Hi, good morning. Few questions. First is, what is the progress on the 60,000 crore capex announced last year? And are you planning any additional capex towards the Green Steel initiative? Second is that there were some measures announced in the budget about CCUS. Question is, are you making any additional capex towards CCUS, or are you thinking of doing something in that regard? And third is, like you are moving towards scrap-based steel making. So, how do you see the availability of scrap in India right now? Has there been any improvement over last year?
So your first question was, what is the progress on our expansion project? This was launched in October 22, not last year. So we are as per the schedule. So some lines out of that capex has already started. For example, last year we started a new line, our galvanizing line 4, from where the new age product for the first time in India were available. That is magnetite for solar energy, also part of the whole green energy and energy transition. And then we had also another product that we had launched of color coated steel, that is OptiGap. Towards the end of last year, we have started a new auto galvanizing line. Now, as we speak, in the next couple of months, we'll be starting our new cold rolling mill complex, which is a 2 million ton automotive cold rolling mill complex. Towards the second half of this calendar year, we'll be starting our new steel making and hot strip mill, which is a 5.5 million hot strip mill, which takes Hazira then to 15 million ton as a location. So that was our Hazira expansion phase 1 project of taking Hazira to 15 million ton. We will be commissioning in different timelines, and we will be commissioning it within this calendar year, and probably one part in the last quarter of the financial year. In that time horizon, everything is getting commissioned. So we are on track. In terms of your second question was on
CCUS.
CCUS. Probably Arvind can answer.
CCUS, you might have heard that AMNS is a lead consortium partner. We have formed a consortium between BHP, Chevron, and JSW in India, and some of the other global players. And we have identified about 21 hubs in India, where in the industrial cluster. So the captured CO2 from various plants will be taken at a location, and then would be submerged or maybe injected into either defunct oil wells or into the basalt formations which are there. So phase one of this study is going on, which is likely to complete by third quarter of this year. And then we will get into phase two, wherein actual, all the hard measures would start. So phase one, we will have all calculations being done on what will be the cost of capture, what will be the cost of transportation, and what will be the cost of sequestration. So all those studies are right now going on with various institutions. And there are some other, pilot projects also. We are working on carbon capture and utilization, but there is nothing much which I can, share with you at this point of time because of our NDAs and confidentiality agreements.
Thank you. Shivantika, thank you so much for your questions.
Sure.
Yeah, Abhishek, over to you. Abhishek, can you unmute yourself and ask?
Yeah, hi. I did not unmute and I continued to question. Yeah, so good morning, everyone. Yeah. So good morning, everyone. Sir, I had a couple of questions. Like you mentioned that it was on the gas-based, you were producing steel. Can I know what was the cost of gas in comparison to your peers in the industry who were making steel through the blast furnace route?
So, Abhishek, it will be difficult to give that sense.